Hello everybody, Dan Babis here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. Alright guys, so today we have an update in the Ben Rathbun getting arrested story. Now when we did the story yesterday about Ben getting arrested, we had only the breaking news details, which is that Ben was supposedly arrested for driving while drunk, basically. However, more information later came out after I did the video, which stated that Ben was actually arrested for violating his probation because he had been caught driving drunk the previous year, and he was on probation, and as thus he was arrested for violating that probation. So we have some new details about that we're going to go through in this video, and there's also some other information because more has come out on Ben's story since this whole getting arrested thing, came to light yesterday. So there is some possible tax evasion, definitely something sketchy that has to do with taxes in Ben's past. I wonder if that has anything to do with him being on probation or him being in trouble with the law. So we'll take a look at that right after we take a look at the updated story on the full picture on why Ben got arrested, what he did, and all of that stuff. So let's go and take a look at this piece right here from Starcasm. So here we go, guys. This is the piece. Before the 90 days, Ben Rathbun arrested, currently in jail for probation violation. Now, this was posted yesterday. I believe that Ben has since then got out of prison. So we'll give you all those details in just a bit. So here you see, guys, the mugshot once again of Ben. This is a long picture, and you could see this is definitely Ben right here. There you go. All right, so we'll just keep that on the screen for a second and scroll down. So 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days star Benjamin Rathbun is currently in jail in Michigan after he was arrested early this morning, so yesterday morning, for a probation violation. According to jail records, Ben was booked just after midnight, at which time he posed for the mugshot photo above. Jail records indicate that he was booked for operating under the influence and driving with a suspended license. However, the booking was actually for a probation violation from those charges, which were initially filed in 2020. So 2020, keep that date in mind because we're going to talk about that date and what that means in terms of TLC hiring people with a known criminal history. So keep that in mind. Ben was charged with OWPD, operating with the presence of drugs. That was the original charge. And driving with a suspended and revoked license in November of 2020. The charges stem from an incident that happened on September 16, 2020. Ben would eventually plead guilty to a lesser charge of OWAI, operating while ability impaired, and the suspended license charge was dismissed. All right, so here you have a copy of the legal records right here. So let's make sure that you guys can see this. It says right here, you see the case ID, you see the judge of record, Robert Bondy. You see the birth year of Benjamin, 1969, the venue, city of Novi. So you see all this information right here. You see the offense date, which is the September 16, 2020 date. Also, we see that it says license suspended. It also says next hearing on 3/21/2022 at 11 a.m. scheduled for probation violation show cause. Court location. So we see all this information right here, guys. Let's scroll down a little bit. Charges. Charge count 1, current charge OWAI. So you could see all these charges right here. Driving while license suspended or denied. And then you see it on the other side, operating with presence of drugs. And then it says that the sentence was reduced. Disposition disposed on guilty plea. So he pled guilty, and I guess that's why they reduced the charge. The original charge was operating in the presence of drugs. So not just while intoxicated, while drunk, but while in the presence of drugs. So very serious charge right there. So there you have it, guys. That's pretty much just the legal, a copy of the legal document that just shows you everything that he was charged with. He was sentenced to 18 months of probation in January of 2021. According to TMZ, Ben was scheduled for a probation violation hearing on February 7, 2022, but he failed to appear. As a result, the judge issued a bench warrant for Ben's arrest. There was an arraignment on the bench warrant held on Monday, and Ben was booked just after midnight yesterday morning. It's unclear what the alleged probation violation is. Court docket entries show that Ben has made multiple payments to the court, with his last one being November of last year. Perhaps they do not allow people on probation to write cringeworthy train stories or use the Bible to woo girls 30 years younger. Oof. The snark right there from Starkasm. Regardless, Ben is currently sitting in jail where he is being held on a $10,000 bond. So he was actually, he got out of prison. He got out of jail, sorry. And he is scheduled for a show cause hearing in regards to his probation violation on March 21st, 2022. So there you have the updated details that I wanted to get through because, like I said, when we did the video yesterday, we didn't have the full picture. TMZ originally just reported that basically Ben was arrested for drunk driving. We could see right here that actually the original cause was that he was operating, I guess, a vehicle while under the presence of drugs. So there is a drug charge in there, and Ben pled guilty in order to get a reduced charge. So what we got is the reduced charge of operating while under the influence, I believe, of alcohol or something like that. So, it sounds like there were some drugs involved in the original charge. So that's pretty interesting. We didn't know that yesterday. Also, guys, there is some other information about this because we have the internet sleuths that have done some digging, and they found out that Ben has, a bit of a history of not paying his taxes on time. So we're going to take a look at that right now. So this comes from this Instagram account called Morph. So you can go and you can check out Morph. He also has a YouTube channel, I believe. There you have it right there, Morph DTRH. And I believe he is the source of this. I believe he actually managed to go and find this information right here. So we're just going to look at a bunch of screenshots. And basically what this is right here is some, I guess these are legal documents that are screenshot right here. And you can see some information. So I want to make sure that we could see all of this. Let me try to zoom that out a little bit. So, all right, so let's try reading this right here. So you can see the name, Ben Rathbun. The filing type is delinquent tax. The location, Macomb, Michigan. The total lien amount, I hope I'm saying that right, is $2,791.40. The judgment creditor name is Macomb County Treasurer. So now this is a whole bunch of legal jargon, and I am not a lawyer, so some of the stuff, maybe if there are people with a legal background, perhaps they can leave in the comments some more information about what this all means. But basically, what it's saying clearly, and even me as a non-lawyer can see here, it says that tax type, delinquent tax. So basically, from what Morph is saying here, Ben is basically not paying his taxes, so he is alleging that he's evading his taxes. Now, this right here, this document is for March 23, 2016. Now, if we go to the next one, we will see once again, same information. We're going to see the total lien amount, $2,249.73. Once again, delinquent tax. And this one will be dated March 1st, 2015. That's the tax lien date. The recording date is March 23rd, 2015. We go to the next one. Once again, similar-ish amount, $2,816.98. Delinquent tax. This one is dated. The tax lien date is March 1st, 2014. The recording date is March 26th, 2014. We go to the next one. Once again, $3,097.23. Delinquent tax. Lien date March 1st, 2013. And recording date March 25, 2013. And we go to the next one. $3,493.10. Delinquent tax March 1st, 2012. And recording date is March 22nd, 2012. And I think, well, there's a few more. So the last, actually, no, this is the last one right here. So we see the amount is $3,760.66. And this one was for the tax periods of December 31st, 2008. Well, actually, it's, yeah, December 31st, 2008. And the recording date was March 23rd, 2010. So there you have it, guys. A whole bunch of, damning information about Ben Rathbun not paying his taxes like the good youth pastor that he should be. So he's doing a little bit of not paying his taxes, which is tax evasion. He's also doing a little bit of driving under the influence, drugs, alcohol. Originally it was drugs, then it was dropped down to booze. So he's doing a lot of really sketchy things for a guy that is supposed to, be better than a lot of other people, because he is, he was a pastor. I don't think he is that anymore, but he was a youth pastor. So this guy is supposed to embody, the righteous way. He is supposed to be a moral, influence, a good moral influence, especially to youth people. That's not what this is right here. This man is not paying his taxes, and this man is driving while under the influence, which is dangerous. He could be killing people. Lots of people die from people that drive under the influence. It's no joke. It's a very serious matter. And so Ben right here doing all kinds of shady things. Now, this is the other point that I wanted to bring up. Since the probation, since the charges were laid out in 2010, September, I believe. Now, did TLC know about all of this when they hired Ben to come on the show? Well, they should have, right? I mean, we know that this season of 90 Day Fiancé, TLC has basically not screened anybody. They haven't screened Alina. They haven't screened Mike. They haven't screened anybody, really. They haven't screened Ben. So this season is a bit of a disaster as a result. I don't think I remember seeing so many people get in trouble in one single season of 90 Day Fiancé. But yes, TLC should have known that these charges were in Ben's past, and perhaps they should have done a little bit more of their homework, because I'm not sure that you want to promote this guy on the show, this guy that is driving while under the influence, this guy that is doing, perhaps some tax evasion. I don't know that you want this guy on the show. I don't know that you want to promote this guy. I don't know that you want to look like you are kind of backing this guy as a result. Now, of course, in the case of Mike Burke, we know that TLC still hasn't done anything about all his old racist posts. Basically, they haven't come out and said anything. Mike hasn't come out and say anything. And we know that they know about it. So TLC, once again, they're flirting that line with keeping some shady people on the show, hiring shady people in the first place, and then keeping them on the show. So it will be interesting to see what happens with Ben here. But we do know that he got out of jail, and I believe he is a free man right now, and he'll have to go back on March 21st. So if there is any news on that, we'll bring that to you guys. But I just wanted to bring you this update because more information had come out on Ben's story. So this is going to do for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up down below if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below as well. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.